Man, now I'm not gonna joke anymore. I'm gonna be serious. But I'm gonna tell people who are deep into this Mgtows shit, red pill shit, the way they follow these debiloids, man. You're letting a lot of traumatized old men who haven't resolved their trauma to pass some of that trauma onto you, man. That's what you're doing. Don't let these guys get to you, man. Go and live, man. Go and break your face. Go get laid. Go and try to hook up with women. Go and learn how to deal with this nervousness. Go and get fucked. Go outside and break your face, man. No, nobody's going to falsely accuse you of rape. Does that happen? It happens, but nobody's going to do it to you. Just like São Paulo, a city where everyone is mugged, has a violence rate, I don't know what. Will it happen if you go out on the street? Probably not, right? Probably not. Calm down. It's just that these guys, they brainwash your head like Datina does. Datina spends the whole afternoon saying that there's a guy dying, that there's a kidnapped guy, that there's been an accident, that there's been a fire, I don't know where. Then you see that and you think, fuck, the world is like this, I'm never going to leave the house again. Then you leave the house and there's a bird singing, there's an old woman coming back from the supermarket, there's a guy smoking a cigarette, there's nothing going on. What these Mgtows old dudes do to young people. If you're young, I know you're listening to me because you're very angry and you want to defend this old dude. Don't let this guy pass on his trauma to you, man. Go and live your real life. If you want to pick up a girl, do it. Get dumped and then reflect. Why did I get dumped? If you want to fuck a woman, go and do it. If you want to pick up a modernette, go ahead and do it. You want to pick up a single mom? Go ahead and do it, man. Live your life. Stop castrating yourself up over these guys. You've just stopped doing what the woman tells you to do what an old man with glasses and an avatar picture of Don Corleone tells you to do, man. You've just changed the energy. It's no longer a woman, a pussy that's bossing you around. Now it's an old man, it's a group, it's a slogan, it's a man going his own way. These guys dictate what you do. You have not acquired self-knowledge. You didn't understand yourself. You are not yourself. You're part of a group, just as you used to be dependent on women. Snap out of it, man. If you're young, there's still time. Live your life, man. And if you go through a trauma, it will be painful at the time, and in 2 years you'll be having a beer with your friends laughing about having gone through it. Don't be like those guys who are traumatized forever, man. Those guys are traumatized forever. Look at his stories, man. He hasn't gotten over it. He can't laugh at the stories. Then they use the argument, oh, and the false accusation of rape, and the lawyers. I don't know what. Yeah, man, that happens just like women get raped, women get harassed. Just as a woman marries a guy, is faithful for 30 years, the guy goes and cheats her with his secretary. It happens on both sides. Oh, but society cares more about women. Yes, it does. It always will, man. That's life. Accept it. Accept reality as it is. Yes, women have a different psyche than us. Yes, when you're with a woman, there's a game going on, a biological game, a psychological game. Yes, there is. Accept this. Stop resisting this, man. Stop listening to these retarded old men. Dude, you can see him telling his story, him telling about the woman there, right here. It's even here. In response to requests, my first case after awakening from the illusion of love. And you can see that this guy is lost, man. That he wanted to be accepted. He wanted to be sexy. He wanted to be a man that women want to fuck. Want to stay with, because what happened? I'll summarize. He says that he met a woman, he went out, he started to hook up with her, he went to her house, he went to his house, blah blah blah, and after a while she asked him to go to a country bar, and he didn't want to go. She had a fight with him. And then he says, and at that moment I already knew about women's tricks, but then I stood my ground and didn't fall for her, and I went home. And then 3 months later, she was with someone else. What kind of love is that? No, man, it's just that he thought, because here is the thing, this is really good. Every man knows that it's about you first. Man, you don't need to consume these Mgtows videos, red pill videos, none of that. Just listen to what I'm going to tell you now, and that's it. And go on with your life. Everyone knows that for a man to conquer a woman and to keep her, it's all about your goals first, your happiness first. But there's no point in simulating that, man. He thought that by saying, no, I'm not going to the country bar, he was giving off the vibe of a man who doesn't do what the woman tells him. And then when he didn't go, he thought she was going to come running after him. Because he showed himself to be the non-submissive man, she didn't go running after him and went after another guy and married another guy. Then he went into a tailspin because he didn't understand. And I'll tell you why it didn't work, man, because your vibe is wrong. Your vibe is terrible. There's no point in you understanding a bunch of laws, a bunch of little rules, a bunch of rules about how to be the non-submissive man and how the woman is going to... There's no point in all of that if your vibe is wrong. There's no point in pretending that you don't want to go to the country bar with her. There's no point in pretending that you're fine with this decision. There's no point in pretending. You have to be real. And when this girl understood that you were actually a soft ass, a slacker, and a Mongol, she went looking for another guy. Because if you were a real cocky guy with a cocky vibe, she would come back. She would think, fuck, this guy didn't want to go to the Sertanejo with me. Fuck, this guy's awesome. I'm going after him. If you had the right vibe, but since you have this debilitating vibe, you have this vibe of a guy who has Dom Corleone in his room, she thought, well, fuck this guy. I'll get another one. That's what this guy didn't understand. And here it is. If you're young and you're into this red pill shit, Mgtows and all, there's nothing but your happiness first. Don't be afraid of losing her at any moment. You could be cuckolded at any second and nothing will shake you. The end. Go get a woman, man. Get into a relationship, man. Make things happen. Stop watching Datana all day. Because if you watch Datana all day, you'll see that there are muggings all day. You'll never go out in the street again. Man, I'm gonna make a proposal for you who are young. This old dude is fucked. The old man is crazy. You who are young and keep consuming this content, talking about women, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Stay 3 weeks without watching these guys. Do a detox and see how your worldview will improve. How you'll feel lighter. How you'll stop feeling paranoid. How you'll lose this horrible vibe. And there's no point in saying that you don't want to relate to women. I don't care. You do care, man. You're lying to yourself, just like a feminist lies to herself that she doesn't like the guy who picks her up and slaps her ass. You're lying to yourself if you're young, and you're lying to yourself that you don't want to be accepted by women. You do. And I know that you do. I know that you masturbate to women you see on Instagram. You masturbate to women you see in pornography. And you spend the whole time masturbating thinking, how I wish this woman wanted to fuck me. How I wish this woman would fuck me. How I wish she would want it. Not even fuck. I wish she would want it. Want it? Is this correct? I said so many times this word that I started to lose the sense of it. I know you have it in you. Don't lie to yourself. I'm not going to do anything to get a woman. I'm not going to develop skills to get a woman. You want to get a woman? Go get a woman, man. Go. The only thing you have to know is they're not princesses. That's what everyone should know. You've seen too many romantic comedies. They're not. They're human beings like any other human being. Yes, she's always going to look for the best situation for her. And the day she leaves you because she found a better situation, fuck it, that's it. Now you want to talk about legal stuff, about, oh, the guy who was sued, the guy who was falsely, okay, that's the Tana. It happens, but it's rare. Relax. Go live your life, man. Don't let those old Mgtows, those debiloids traumatize you, pass on their trauma to you. Dude, go live your life, man. If you want to get with your college friend, get dumped and understand why you got dumped. Go and live, have sex, try to get with the girl, go there, fuck, date, get fucked, get cheated on. It's okay, but don't listen to these old debiloid, okay? I spilled water here, yeah, I hit the glass here.